Hello students, today we are going to see some more interesting and important questions from MS Chauhan sir's Organic Chemistry, Isomerism and Level 1, the questions from 61 to 70. Come on, let us discuss. In that first question, which one of the following is a diastereomers of R 4-bromosis 2-hexene? That means here they have given the option. Now we have to identify that diastereomers of are 4-bromosis 2-hexene. So which is the diastereomers of these options? So 4-bromosis 2-hexene, yes, 5 bromo trans 2-hexene, or 4 bromo trans 2-hexene, or 5 bromo trans 2-hexene. So here they have given 4 bromo 2-hexene. So 4 bromo 2-hexene means that 5 will be cancelled out. It is a logical way. Now I'll tell you that 4 bromo cis 2-hexene. So 6 carbons will be there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in that second carbon is having double bond. In right, second carbon is having double bond. Okay, we'll go from here. So that means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in that the double bond will come over here. Okay, now that means fourth carbon is having bromine, right? Now in that way, here let us write the structure C, and here one more C, and here bromine structure will be there, and here hydrogen will be there, of course, and here C double bond C, and here one C, and here one hydrogen. Okay, now in this, here this is a geometrical isomers, and this is what it is. As we are going for RS configuration, this is 1 and this is 2, right? And this is 3 and this is 4. Okay, so that means how that thing will be coming. Yes, our configuration is there. Now according to this, we have to check which is that trans. Here they have given cis. Now we have to check which is a trans. Completely easy way, logical way thinking. Option a, yes, 4 bromo cis 2-hexene. Here they have given R only. So yes will not be possible because it is opposite, right? So this is R only. Diastereomers is what? One, it is fixed. The other only, it will be changes, right? So in that way speaking, so yes will not be possible. So this option also will be wrong. And then option C, R4 bromo trans 2-hexene. So this is only correct. Come on, how to write this structural formula? Yes, come on, let us check with this. C double bond C, here one hydrogen, and here one hydrogen, and here one CH3. I just put it CH3 only. Here CH, CH2, CH3. Here CH, no, there we can insert bromine. Right, now this is one part, and the other one, now that same way, C double bond C, here CH3, and here H, and then here H, and then here CH, here CH2, CH3, here bromine. Okay, now let us check RS configuration. Okay, now this bromine is here, this side upwards. Here bromine. So cis trans. So this is what? So here R 4 bromo cis 2-hexene means the same R bromo only. This, see here, same R bromo only, trans 2-hexene. That's all. It's easy, simple. This is diastereomers. Diastereomers is nothing. That same attached carbon, which is attached that atoms are grouped. No, one it is fixed, the other one it will be changing position. It will be changing. So that is called diastereomers. I hope you got the clarity about this first question. See, logical way thinking. This is not easy. If you know the concept easily, you can identify the answer. Come on, let's go to the next question. It's very simple. The structural formula of cocaine is shown below. How many stereogenic center, that means how many stereogenic carbon atoms are there in this molecule? First and foremost, I would like to mention cocaine. What do you mean by cocaine? Cocaine, it is one medicine, that is anesthesia, anesthetic, local anesthetic. What is the use? It is a loss of feeling. Actually, the patients were before going for that surgery, no, they'll use that anesthetic or anesthesia. Doctors will provide that anesthesia to the patients, and they will not feel the pain during that operation time, right? So that is actually cocaine, one type of anesthesia, right? Okay, now come on. Stereogenic carbon. What do you mean by stereogenic carbon? Stereogenic carbon, it is nothing. Chiral carbon only. So chiral means what it is? Four different groups attached to that carbons, that is called chiral carbon, right? So stereogenic carbon, it is nothing, chiral carbon only. So chiral carbon, it is 1 2 3 4, that means A, B and D, E. So all different groups or atoms attached to that carbon, so that is called chiral carbon. Now in this, how many chiral carbon, that means how many stereogenic carbon is available, they are asking that question. Come on, now how many, let us check. Here one chiral carbon is available. Here one chiral carbon is available. And then third one is here. Is here. Okay. Now, how do we identify that one carbon which is attached to that four different groups? Now, for example, you take this one. In that, here two hydrogens are available, right? And then here one hydrogen is available, right? And then here this is attached with this, and then this carbon which is attached with this. Okay, so that means this one which is attached to 1 2 3 and 4, right? And the same way this also, this carbon which is attached with that, here one hydrogen, 1 2 3 and 4. So like this is this also, like this carbon, 1 2 3 and one hydrogen will be there. So in that way, four different groups which is attached to that carbons, that is called what it is. Chiral carbon is also known as stereogenic carbon or stereogenic center or stereogenic carbon. Everything it is possible. Come on, let's go to the next question. Next question, which of the following statements best describes the stereochemical relationship of compound 1, 2 and 3? Shown below. Okay, they have given that compound 1 2 3. Now we have to identify what it is. Best is describes the stereochemical relationship. So what are that it belongs to? Let us discuss. Okay, now here CHO, here H and here also H, here CH3H and here HCH3 and here also H and H and CHO. And the second compound, the same CHO, HH, here H. Come on, let us compare these two. Here H and here H, CH3 opposite side. And the same way here CH3, here CH3 and H. Both, see, now here for example, CHO it has mentioned. I just bring it not the same way, something different. Okay, now here CH3 it is there and here H. And the same way here H, here CH3 and then here CHO it is there, right? Now the same thing, other one I'm drawing this here CHO and here HCH3 and here CH3 and H and here CHO. What do you observe in this? See, both are actually what it is. Same mirror images, right? You can identify it's a mirror images. So mirror images. This is actually enantiomers. This is called what it is? Enantiomers. Right. Enantiomers, this is what it is. Is there any POS is available? Is there any same thing is available? POS absent and COS also absent. So COS, POS absent means optically active. So optically active means what it is? Enantiomers, right? So this is a chiral carbon, right? First and foremost, COS, POS is absent means 100% it is a chiral. So chiral molecule. So chiral molecule, enantiomers, POS, COS absent, optically active, all this. Now the same idea, you just bring it over here. These two are same, right? These two are same. And the same way, this also same, right? This also same. Only thing, mirror images these two. CH3 is here and then CH3 is this side. And here you see H and here also H. Here CH3 and here also C. It is like what to say? Mirror images of each other. So mirror images of each other means it is a enantiomers. These two are what it is? Enantiomers. Enantiomers. So enantiomers, it is POS, COS absent, and it is a chiral molecule. And what to say? This is optically active. Chiral molecule means 100% optically active. Now, in the third one, options we didn't go still, right? Okay, now in that options what they are asking, all the compounds are chiral. Now let us check this one. CHO, H, here also H, here H, CH3, H, CH3. See, as we are coming only, we can say this compound, third compound, it is actually what it is? Same. So that means what it is? Here POS present, COS also present. It is a achiral. So achiral means what it is? A meso compound. It's a meso compound, achiral, and it's a meso compound. See, before going to analyze that options, then we are finding here. Now, all the compounds are chiral. No, all the compounds are not chiral because this is a meso, and none of the compound is chiral. No, some here two compounds are chiral only. So this also wrong only. And 1 and 2 are meso. Meso is only third compound. It is meso, not 1 and 2. And 1 and 2 are diastereomers and third is meso. Third is meso, it's correct. But 1 and 2, it's not diastereomers. Diastereomers is what? One it is fixed, the other one it is changing. Here, both the thing at least it is changing, right? See, both the side it is changing. This also it is changing. This is ulta, just the opposite. Okay, so that means this is not diastereomers. And the last one, 1 and 2 are chiral. See, option E is the correct option. Option E is the correct option. It is a chiral. POS, COS absent and it is optically active and is also known as enantiomers. 1 and 2 are chiral. Yes, exactly. E option is correct. I hope you got the clarity why I brought this note to get that idea. Here, like so many H knows, that's what I purposely brought this. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let's go to the next question. And what is the absolute configuration of the following molecules? So they have given the molecules, you have to find that which is the correct option. So this compound, it is wedge dash. So easily you can identify. I have given a trick for you. So fourth priority group, that is fourth priority, should be on dash. If not, even number of interchanges takes place, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, that is clockwise means or anti-clockwise means yes. Please remember. Okay, now in that first compound, so first priority goes to chlorine, right? Because atomic number higher, priority will be higher. And OH and O, so the priority, second priority goes to oxygen, directly attached. And the third one, of course, hydroxyl group. And the fourth one, methyl group. Okay, so but here what it is, dash position is there, no? So interchanges taking place. So interchanges taking place means what it is. So here interchange is taking place. Actually, here one here 1 and here 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, anti-clockwise only. So here anti-clockwise we are not supposed to write. So this is actually R configuration. Why? Because interchange is taking place. So it is R. So the first compound, it is R. And the second compound, they did not mention any, what it is. They did not mention any wedge or dash. So we ourselves, we can take it wedge or dash. Okay, now this is the one chiral center and this is another chiral center. So this part it is wedge and this part it is dash. Okay, the same way this part it is wedge and this part it is dash. Okay, now we just give the numbering priority order. Oxygen is there, no? So this is the first priority. Okay, now here what it is, hydrogen is there. So here what it is, hydrogen is there. So now here this is the secondary group and this is the tertiary. See, three carbons are there. So tertiary. So 1 and here 2. This is the 2. I just bring it here. This is 2. This is 1 and this is 3, right? 1, 2, 3 and hydrogen 4. Okay, but interchange is taking place. Why? Because here dash position which is attached to that oxygen, no? So interchange is taking place for hydrogen and oxygen. So interchanges takes place means first one what it is, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means here what it is, clockwise is there, no? So clockwise means R, but interchanges taking place, no? So R it converted to yes. So this is first point, it is yes. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let us go to the second one. Now second one, here what it is, I just put it orange. So here what it is, the same oxygen only we are giving that priority because the dash position which is going to attach with that oxygen, no? So first priority and the second priority, tertiary carbon, right? Tertiary carbon, and this is third, secondary carbon. Of course here also one hydrogen is there, no? Fourth priority. So that means here 1, 2, 3, 4. So in that fourth priority should be there on the dash. Here also interchange is taking place. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what it is, anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise it is yes only. But what it is, we are changing into R, right? So that means here yes and R. So yes and R is also known as R and yes. Here already they mentioned, no? Already they mentioned, no? Here RS is equal to SR. Okay, now the second one, it is RS. Okay, now next one we can go for it. Here nitrogen which is attached directly to that wedge, and here CH double bond NH. Here also N it is there, here also N it is there, but we are giving that priority 1 over here only. Okay, 1 and a double bond, this is 2, and carbon connected with oxygen, this is 3, and of course this is dash position which is attached with CH double bond NH, this is 4. Okay, now the priority order 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So the clockwise. So this configuration it is R. Now the last one here, CLBRF, CLBRF. Come on, let us check what is that configuration. I just bring it to you here to understand. I just bring here like this. Okay, CL this side and this side CL, right? The side dash with attached with the BR, the side it is wedge which is attached with fluorine, and the same way this side dash which is attached with the fluorine, this side wedge which attached with BR. Yes, got it clear? Okay, now we'll give that priority order. So here 1, bromine atomic number higher, so we are giving priority 1, and chlorine 2, and then this is 3 and this is 4, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 only, but dash position where it is there, it has to be there in fourth position. So interchange is taking place. Interchange is taking place means here what it is, here 1 and here what it is, 4. So that means what it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Here actually clockwise only, so R has to come, but actually what it is, it is anti-clockwise. Due to that interchanges, it is anti-clockwise. So that means yes configuration, it is taking place. And the same way, this side also. So here 1 atomic number higher. So 1, 2, and this is 3, and here it is 4. Dash position only fourth priority. But here fluorine it has come, so interchanges here also it will be taking place. So this is actually anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means yes, due to that interchanges are right. So now here what it is, yes and r. So here also yes and r, so we are taking r and yes. So now that first one what it is, first compound it is here R, second one RS, third one what it is R, and fourth one RS. So R, RS, R, RS. So here fourth option is the correct option. See, CIP rule, if you know thoroughly, you are able to identify this absolutely RS configuration according to CIP rule. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let's go to the next question. All possible stereoisomers formed by the given compound. So they have given that compound. First and foremost, you have to find out the chiral carbon. So here one chiral carbon is there, here one chiral carbon is there. And whether it is symmetrical or not, it is a symmetrical, right? So 2 points we have considered. How do we identify it as a symmetrical? Yes, of course, if we cut, we are getting equal parts, no? And then same way, if we cut over here, this side also we are getting same equal parts. Yes. Now, what is the formula? Third point. So number of stereogenic center, that is number of stereoisomers, equal to 2 to the power of n minus 1 plus 2 to the power of n by 2 minus 1. So this is the formula. Okay, now this is even number, symmetrical, no? Even number is there, no? So even number means here what it is, 2 to the power of n minus 1 plus 2 to the power of n by 2 minus 1. That is a way also you can take it. Okay, now here 2 to the power of 2 minus 1 plus 2 to the power of 2 by 2 minus 1. So you will get the answer 3. So 3 isomers are possible. So how do we identify 3 isomers are possible? So this is one isomer. Now I just draw this picture so that you will come to know. So this side and here one and opposite side. So this is one side it's wedge and the other side it's dash. So this is one isomer, and the second one isomer, this is right, this is the same, here one and here one. So here both the side it's wedge, both the side it is wedge means the other one mirror images what will be there, the other side it will be dash, right? Mirror images. So this is just the opposite, this is a dash. So that's all. So in this, here POS, COS. Okay, now here when you cut over here, POS, COS is there or not? POS, COS is present. How do we identify POS, COS is present? See, this is wedge, it goes upwards, this is going downwards, right? So this is POS is there, COS is there, and this is actually what it is, chiral. Okay, now next one, this also wedge, no, this going upwards, this is also going upwards because both the side it is wedge, and so this is actually a chiral molecule. POS, COS absent, that means this is chiral, right? So this is chiral means this is also chiral. Both the side it's going downwards. And the same way this is also going what it is downwards. So this is also what it is, a chiral, sorry, chiral molecule. I hope you got the clarity. So 1, 2 and 3. This is the way you can identify 3 isomers, and I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. It is interesting to find the answer. The relationship among the following pairs of isomer, here first, second, third, fourth, in that we have to identify what type of isomer. Okay, now this is benzene. So how many carbons are available? Both the thing, C6H6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here also in this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So both are what it is, 6 carbons and 6 hydrogen only it is there. So 6 carbons and 6 hydrogen, actually this is positional isomer only. So positional isomer, actually what it is, structural isomers. Positional isomer, this is actually what it is, position. Positional isomer belongs to that structural isomer. Structural isomer. So these structural isomer and positional isomer structures has changed. No, so this is constitutional isomer. So compound one, it is constitutional isomer. So this is A. This is A. Okay, first one it is A, and second one, this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 carbon. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 carbon, and oxygen which is attached. So this is epoxide, but this is double bond O. So this is actually what it is, same molecular formula. So here C6H6O, same molecular formula, but actually functional group it is vary. So this is functional isomer. Functional isomer. So functional isomer also belongs to that what it is, structural isomer, that comes under constitutional isomer. So first and second are constitutional isomer. Yes, got it. Now third one, see actually if it comes double bond which is connected with that, attached with that group or atom, no, this is a geometrical isomer, alkene. Geometrical isomer. So geometrical isomer comes under what it is, here cis and trans configuration will be there. So Br here top, and BRH. So this is a cis isomer and this is a trans isomer. So cis and trans, what it is, configurational isomer. So this is actually configurational. Third one, it is configurational isomer. Okay, now last one. So you just observe these two pictures. I just put that middle one line mirror image. So if I put it like this, what do you observe? Here what it is, OH it is there, and here also OH it is there. Just H, CHO, CH2, OH, CHO, CH. Only this is mirror image. So R is configuration. R is configuration means what it is? Optical isomers. Optical isomers, it is actually optically active. So this is actually optical isomer. So here A, it is constitution isomer 1 and 2, and B, it is third compound, and C, nothing. D, it is what it is, optical isomers. Okay, now which is the correct option? Option B, 1 A and 2 also A. Yes, A correct. 3 B. Yes, 3 it's B, and fourth it is D. Fourth, this is fourth now. So fourth, this is fourth now. Fourth, it is optical isomer. So option B is the correct option. So option B is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about this. See, actually, it is very simple. Looking at that question only somewhat. Okay, it's very simple. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. The structural formula of sativine is shown below. How many stereogenic center, that chiral carbon only they are asking again, are there in this molecule? First and foremost, sativine, it is actually one fungi, that is we observed some different plants. Okay, so this is one kind of fungi, that is organic compound, easily we can identify. Okay, now in that, how many stereogenic center? Stereogenic center, it is nothing, chiral carbon only. Okay, chiral carbon means what it is? Four different groups or atoms attached to that carbon. So this is one chiral carbon, and this is one chiral carbon 2, this is 3, and this is 4, and this is the last 5. So 5 chiral carbon it is available. Very simple question. I hope you got that clarity. You just check it. Come on, let's go to the next question. Which of the following is the least stable conformer of cyclohexene? So least stable, usually maximum energy, right? So maximum energy. So priority order, easily we can identify. So priority order, chair form, it's greater than twist boat. So they have given chair form, boat, twist boat, and half chair. So twist boat, and the next one, what it is? Boat, and the last one, half chair. So this is the order. So chair form, it's the, what it is, more stable. The next one, twist boat, and the next one, what it is, ordinary boat shape, and the last one, what it is, half chair. See, actually here half chair conformation is least stable, and what it is, chair conformation, it is most stable. Why? You know, because there is no torsional and angular strain. Okay, so I think that you have learnt in that point. So this is the order: chair form, twist boat, and half chair. You please remember this point so that you will know the correct option. So which is the correct option? Option D is the correct option. Of chair, it is the correct option. Come on, let's go to the next question. 10. Yes, enantiomers of Brufen is responsible for its pain relieving properties. Which one of the following structure shown below is yes Brufen? Right. Actually, Brufen, it's a very good painkiller whenever you are having very bad pain or something injury. No, that time doctors only will prescribe that Brufen. Come on, let's go and identify RS configuration. Here also RS configuration. See how many times you are learning about RS configuration, how many questions you are seeing RS configuration. Okay, now COOH. COOH, it will be the priority 1, and second one, it is like a benzene structure, no? So the double bond resonance, it is there, no? So that is number 2. And of course, this is 3. Methyl group, it is 3. Hydrogen, it is 4. But here what it is, interchanges taking place. Why? Because dash position only, what it is, hydrogen has to be there, because fourth priority should be there on the dash position. So here actually 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, it is there. Anti-clockwise, no, anti-clockwise means what it is, yes only, but what it is, interchange is taking place, no? So this is R. Now what they are asking in that question, yes, so this is not the correct. Okay, now the second one, here the same way, here also that priority order 1, and here of course this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. Fourth priority, it has to be on dash. So here also interchanges taking place. So interchanges taking place means what it is, so interchanges this side and this side. Okay, so that means what it is, 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4, how you will get it here? Here also what it is, 1 2 3 and 4. So interchange is taking place anti-clockwise only. So anti-clockwise means what it is, here yes only, but actually R. It's correct because of interchanges taking place. Right, now third one. So third one, what it is, priority goes first carboxylic acid, and this is second, and this is third, and this is 4. So 1 2 3 4, this is clockwise. So clockwise bond with silver spoon, like so 1 2 3 4, no need interchanges. So this is R. We need what it is, yes Brufen. Come on, let us go to the last one. Okay, now here also first priority 1, and here of course 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So what it is? 1 2 3 4 anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means what it is? This is also bond with silver spoon. You see here dash position is there on that hydrogen. So fourth priority. So this is actually yes. So this is what we want, that correct option. Next question: which of the following depict the same? That means which of the molecule or same? Options they have given: 1 2 3. Yeah, okay, now let us check here. Br Cl, which is connected with wedge, and CH2 CH3 CH3, it is connected with dash. Okay, now here also CH2 CH3 Cl, the same molecular formula only, but it has mentioned in that wedge and dash in a different way. Now let us check with that RS configuration. Now here 1, so that means here this point it is 1, and here 2, here 2 carbons are there, so this is 3 and this is 4. So here 1 2 3 4, no interchanges taking place, correct? Fourth group is there on the wedge position only, no? So this is anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means yes configuration, and here 1 and here 2. This is 3 and this is fourth. Fourth priority is there on the wedge position only, no? So 1 2 3, this is also anti-clockwise. So yes configuration, and this is also the same. 1 everywhere, BrCl CH2 CH3 common, same molecular formula, right? 1 and here 2, and this is 3 and this is 4. So this is actually clockwise is there, 1 2 3 4. But what it is, fourth priority it has to be interchanges, because fourth priority should go there on the dash. So that means it is clockwise, no R, but we are changing that interchanges. So yes, so that means everything it is anti-clockwise only. Yes, yes, yes. So that means all three are same only. So this is actually what it is: same molecular formula, same configuration. So this is identical, right? So 1 2 3 all are same only, there is no difference, everything yes 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 configuration, and molecular formula also same, molecular formula also same, and configuration also same. So these same only. I hope you got the clear clarity about all these questions. Thank you for watching.